All right, Mr. Seward here, and we're going to be working on drawing what's called practice part number one. And practice part number one is on this website. You can get this website by going into the classwork tab on our Google Classroom, and you will find this 2D sketching using Inventor link and click on this link down here and it will bring you right to this website. Now, I'm going to go over here to where it says 2D drawing, and I just put my cursor on this, and you can see there's a bunch of stuff here, and one of them is 2D sketch activity down at the bottom. So I'm going to select that. And this is the drawing that we're going to make today. Well, we're going to make this part. We're not going to make the drawing. The drawing is the title thing with the title block, but this is the part that we're going to make. So I'm going to click here in Inventor. Now, if you're not in Inventor, you need to load it up, or you need to select the home icon to go to the house. I'm going to click on New Part. So I've got New Part starting down in the lower left corner. And I'm going to take a look at the drawing I'm going to make. Now, the first thing I notice is that this is primarily a rectangular shape. And then we have this cutout in here. And this cutout is going to lend us pretty well to doing what's called subtractive modeling. So we've talked a little bit about subtractive modeling, and this cutout is going to do a nice job of being subtractively modeled. So I'm going to start by drawing an 8 by 5 rectangle, and then I'm going to extrude it a half an inch because you see the note here that says thickness. So I'll click on, click on my Inventor. I'm going to start a 2D sketch, and I'm going to choose the XY plane. And I'll pull this down to the right a little bit. And I'm going to choose rectangle. And again, I'm going to go down to my origin there and click.
Please disregard any bells that ring until 3:10 for dismissal.
Now, I'm going to select the dimension tool, and this distance right here is going to be 8 inches. So I'm going to type an 8 on there. Okay. And then this vertical distance here is going to be 5. And I'm going to finish my sketch. I'll get a little better view of this. And then I'm going to extrude this 0.5 inches. Now, I'm going to put a sketch plane right on this flat front surface here. So I'm going to hit 2D sketch, start 2D sketch. I'm going to click right on the front view, and we'll take a look at this. So this V shape goes down at an angle, then straight down, then across, then up, and at an angle again. And then I'm going to draw a line from one corner to the other here when I do this on my part. So I'm going to start my line tool, and I'm just going to come out here on this top line. I don't know exactly how far that is, and it doesn't matter right off the bat. So I just drew that line at an angle. The next one's going to go straight up and down, then straight across. Then I'm going to come straight up, and I want this corner to be even with the one over here. So as I come up, you'll see a like a dashed line appear. You can't see it too well on my thing here, but okay. Then I'll come back up here, and I'll go and draw a line from that end to that one. Now I'm going to start putting some dimensions on. The first dimension I'm going to put on is the 2.25 and 3 right here. So to the bottom of the slot is 2.25, and then to where the angle starts is 3. So dimension, I'm going to go right from the bottom line here to that line, and that is 2.25. I'll hit enter, and then I'm going to go from that where these two lines meet, that's called an intersection. So from the intersection to the bottom line, and this is 3. The next thing I need to do, I'm going to take a look back at this. The next thing I need to do is I need to start putting in the dimensions for this slot. So from 1.5 to 6.5 here, those are the dimensions I'm going to need. So I'm going to need 1.5 inches first. So I'm going to hit my dimension tool. I'm going to go from the left-hand side to that corner right there. And I'm going to type in 1.5 and hit enter. Now from this side here to down here to the intersection again, that says 2.8. I think that's supposed to be 3. It is. Okay. Now I'm going to go from this wall here to this intersection right here. And I believe that is 5. And it is. So that one's going to be 5. I'll hit enter. Okay. And then one more on this surface from here to this point, and that one's going to be 6.5. All right. Now, one problem I got is if you take a look at this length is not the same over here. They're different lengths, and they have to be the same. So there's a couple different ways I can do that. One being, I'm just going to dimension from here down
Mrs.
to here.
Graham, please contact the high school office.
And this just gave me a error message that said that dimension already exists, so I don't need it. So I'm going to hit cancel. So I'm going to go to that intersection right there and the bottom surface. And
Mr. Moran, please contact the high school office.
That's the one that I want to be 3. Okay. Now, finish sketch. And I'll zoom in so we can see this a little more. I'm going to extrude, but I'm going to do an extrude cut. So I'll go down here to Boolean and hit that. And one of the choices that I have where it says distance, you can put in a distance here, but I know that when I make this part that I always want it to have this cutout in it all the way through. So I'm going to go to this icon that says the word through all. And then I'll say, okay. So that is how you create that practice part number 1.